If you've always wanted to jump into the world of VR gaming, there's no better start than Vive.
Hi, I'm Robert Yap, here with you for Studio 35's acclaimed video game series video review of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is by far the most controversial Call of Duty game, and most of all, one of the best Call of Duty games that have ever come out of the franchise. The game, when it came out way back in 2009, made massive headlines all around the world, particularly because of no Russian, but even more so because the game made over $1 billion in sales just months after its release. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is touted as the Call of Duty game that plunged the franchise in the mainstream media, and it was the title that started many of the trends that we see in first-person shooter games today. But it's been more than 10 years since the game got released, so let's see how it stands over 10 years later, when we already have more than 10 more modern Call of Duty games available on the market. Now, playing the old Call of Duty Modern Warfare is exceptionally nostalgic, and what surprised us most was how much of the old Modern Warfare 2 story that we actually remembered. Even though for us it's been nearly 7 years since our last play at Modern Warfare 2, it felt like we were just revisiting the game after just 1 month, and it says a lot about the impact of the game that it has on you and how memorable the campaign of Modern Warfare 2 was. Now, the modern Call of Duty games have basically gotten rid of the single player story campaign mode, with the vision that multiplayer shooters are the new future. Black Ops 4 being the prime example of that, but what made the Call of Duty franchise into what it is today was the single player story modes that played like cinematic shooter movies that you were a part of. And that was the main factor that made Modern Warfare 2 into commercial and technical success that it is considered today. Modern Warfare's 2 campaign was intense, it was action driven and more so a treat for shooter-loving Call of Duty fans who just couldn't get enough of it. The surprise betrayal, the unending spectacle that Modern Warfare gave to the game back when it was excellent back then, but it also stands out from the rest of the COD games, with previously mentioned no Russian mission and the worldwide politically biased conflict that even made headlines in mainstream news outlets. The campaign of Modern Warfare 2 was ambitious, and most of all, it was daring in its execution. Modern Warfare stood out with a bold statement in 2009 that many games even now are afraid to deliver, but even the most modern COD games fall short in matching with the boldness that Modern Warfare's campaign set the stage for. Call of Duty Modern Warfare's 2 campaign was fantastic and quite immersive, to say the least, but what made the game even better was a multiplayer mode that introduced one of the greatest 1v1 maps through the Call of Duty history, the infamous Rust. Although the multiplayer was good, there are some major hiccups that made the mode essentially unplayable. The game is more than 10 years old, and playing multiplayer in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is mostly met with either empty lobbies or extremely long wait times to find a match. The multiplayer might be down, but if you really want to test your skills in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, then this mode will suit you well. Now, Spec Ops is a good mode in Modern Warfare 2, where 23 different missions are divided into 5 groups, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, where each group is different from the other, and as you finish one mission, the game raises the difficulty for the next one. Although the players can solo almost all of the missions, 2 missions, Overwatch and Big Brother, do require multiplayer. But what makes the Spec Ops so good is that you can basically have an all-shooter brawl, test your limits and surpass them in a sandbox setting. All in all, playing Call of Duty in 2020 is quite a unique experience in itself. Although the graphics of the game do suffer and the UI is quite old, the grittiness of the game just adds to the gameplay experience, and the campaign is just as good as it was back in 2009. Although the multiplayer is quite a bit empty, it is not unplayable, and you will find a surprisingly large portion of Russians in the multiplayer mode. And last but not least, the Spec Ops is a great concept for players who just want to test out their skills in a sandbox environment, and we believe other modern shooters should implement a mode similar to this for hardcore FPS players who just want to test different strategies and just have a challenging shooter play without worrying about a loss impacting their overall multiplayer stats. So, That was our take on the old classic Modern Warfare 2. What did you think of Modern Warfare 2 when you first played it? Was it the mega event that you hoped it would be, or did you simply not care? We would love to know. And while you're here, why don't you like this video as it makes our content more visible? And if you do like what you see here and you do want to catch our future content, you can subscribe to the channel. Sharing this video across all your favorite social media platforms is also extremely highly appreciated.
World of Warships is a free-to-play MMO where players take command of iconic vessels and fight for the high seas. If this sounds like it's for you, use our link.